Welcome once again to another Von Helton Short. I'm sitting here staring at Examiner.com in abject disbelief. Well, shock and awe, whatever, whatever flamboyant adjective strikes you. And the headline reads, Obama criminalizes Christianity in the military. Folks, who was one of the first people to tell you Obama was Muslim? Little old me. And I got this from, actually doing due diligence. But yeah, Obama criminalizes Christianity in the military. Let me read you a portion of this. In a stunning attack on the speech rights and free religious exercise of U.S. soldiers, the Obama administration has released a statement confirming the unthinkable. Any soldier who professes Christianity can now be court-martialed and may face imprisonment and a dishonorable discharge from the military, even if they are a military chaplain. Now, you say, well, Von, this never occurred, this never happened. The Obama administration is now saying it didn't happen, and they are. The Obama administration has now done a 180 on this, and it's saying, no, it never happened. Yet, this statement released by Fox News earlier today, religious proselytation not permitted within the Department of Defense, court-martials, and non-judicial punishments are decided on a case-by-case basis. Then we have Breitbart.com, who also reported on it. Weinstein is the head of Military Religious Freedom Foundation and says Christians, including chaplains, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ in the military are guilty of treason and of committing an act of spiritual rape as serious as a crime as sexual assault. He also asserted that Christians sharing their faith in the military are enemies of the Constitution. Yet our very Constitution and our very Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence, all founded on the God of the Bible, okay, and Jesus Christ, all of it, every bit of it. There weren't our founding fathers were not Muslims, guys. I'm sorry, they weren't Muslim, and they sure as fuck weren't atheist. Okay, I don't know where idiots get this idea that our founding fathers were atheists or Muslims or whatever the fuck. No, they were Christians, folks. If the founding fathers were pagans, I would be doing thousands of videos about them, praising them up and down, up one side and down the other. No. They were Christians, folks. And many of them were what they called Puritan Christians, which were a sect of Christianity that was, that's very, very true to the Bible. Anyway, point being, because I got to keep this brief, is that I am just absolutely gobsmacked by this. And like I said, if you read all the way down to the end of the article, it says the Obama administration is now backpedaling away from this. But it's too late. The cat's already out of the bag. The Obama administration literally tried to make Christianity a crime. They literally tried to make Christianity, and they got caught. They got caught doing it. And so now, in fact, let me go on ahead and read you the update. Facing public outrage and the first open act of defiance by a high-ranking military leader over this, the Obama administration has now done a complete 180 and now denies that any of it ever happened, despite multiple separate confirmations from the Department of Defense that it did. Suddenly, they are insisting that, contrary to all known definitions of the word proselytize, all they had ever actually attempted to criminalize by making proselytation a court-martial offense was coercion. Oh, okay. It's just a coercion of it, Well, wait a minute. If you're proselytizing, aren't you trying to convince people to join your cause? I mean, anyways, yeah, the Obama administration is trying to backpedal on this shit, but it's too late. The cat's out of the bag. It was reported on Fox, Breitbart.com. I mean, holy shit, there's even a video. Let's hear what that has to say real quick. Real quick.
Thanks, Gretch. Practice Christianity and you could be court-martialed. That could be the new law of the land for our armed forces, thanks to a proposal by a religious tolerance group that claims Christian evangelists are predators. Groups like the Family Research Council are up in arms over this threat to religious freedom. Their executive vice president, retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin, joins us now from D.C. Good morning to you, General.
Hey, good morning, Steve. It's good to be with you.
It's good to have you, sir. A real pleasure. Let's talk a little bit about this. The Pentagon's trying to think how they should be religiously tolerant going forward, and they're meeting with this outfit called the Military Religious Freedom Foundation. You have a problem with that. Why?
Well, first of all, this organization is not only atheist, but it is viscerally anti-Christian. It has a track record of being anti-Christian, and it, by the way, combined with its friends over at the Southern Poverty Law Center, they've made great efforts to try and eliminate all vestiges of Christianity from our military.
Mm-hmm. We're showing an image of Mickey Weinstein, who heads up that organization. You say he's an atheist, and you don't think, if they're talking about religion, he is not the fellow the Pentagon should be speaking to.
Well, that's right. Look, I think all of us believe that commanders and people in positions of responsibility should never use coercion with regards to religion. But the free exercise of religion in our military goes back as far back as our military. It goes back to George Washington bringing chaplains into the military. It's a fundamental right, and the very people that are now being threatened are the people that are out defending the First Amendment rights.
Sure.
And we find this incredible that they would go to an anti-Christian, atheist organization like the Military Religious Freedom Foundation to even talk to them about religious freedom.
Well, one of the things, General, they want to do is that organization wants to enforce a regulation that says that military members who proselytize should be essentially court-martialed, right?
Yeah, that's right. And look, they need to get their terms straight. First of all, what is proselytizing? Well, technically it means witnessing. In other words, living your faith, exercising your faith by being able to speak about it. It's not about coercion. It's not about, I think, what they are trying to portray it as. And it is very important that we allow our troops, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, to live their faith and be able to talk openly about it. What they're about to do is ruin any hopes of being able to recruit a professional military in the future by sending a signal across America to moms and dads that when your son or daughter joins the military, they will have to check their faith at the door. That's not the way America was built. It's certainly not the way our military was built.
Well, General, here's a statement the Pentagon gave to us. Quote, religious proselytization is not permitted within the Department of Defense. Court-martials and non-judicial punishments are decided on a case-by-case basis. What do you think of that stand?
Well, first of all, again, it's a matter of what do they mean by proselytizing.
Right.
Again, I think they've got their definitions a little confused. If you're talking about coercion, that's one thing. But if you're talking about the free exercise of our faith as individual soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, especially for the chaplains, then I think that the worst thing we can do is stop the ability for a soldier to be able to exercise his faith.
Truly. All right. Lieutenant General Jerry Boykin from the Family Research Council. Sir, thank you very much for your service and coming in today.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so there you have it. All right. So now, but now the Obama administration's doing a 180, saying they never did any of this shit. Oops. Too late, Obama. The cat's out of the bag. You've been busted. You've been busted siding with your commie buddies, and maybe even your Muslim buddies, because both of them would love to get Christianity out of the military, let alone out of this entire country. You know, so you've been busted, Obama, and you know, now everybody knows that you're either a communist that has Muslim overtones, or you're a Muslim that has communist overtones, and I really care not which. But it's obviously clear that you are not a Christian, or you wouldn't have banned Christianity in the fucking military, Barry. Let's call you by your last known legal name, Barry Soetoro. You're not Barack Hussein Obama. You're Barry Soetoro. That was your last legal name, so let's call you by it. Anyways, you know, I thought I'd share this with you because this is just absolutely stunning that that Obama would do something like this. But it doesn't surprise me because I've told you from day one what Obama was, didn't I? Yeah. I've told you from day one he's not a Christian. He's an enemy of this country. He wants to destroy America any way he possibly can. And now he's been caught literally trying to destroy it. Now you would think information like this, that the Republicans would just leap on this information and just, yeah, by God, let's impeach that SOB right now. And where's John Boehner? He's hiding under his desk. Hey, John, you hiding under your desk, everybody? Yeah, he's hiding under his desk. He's hiding under his desk. They could take this right here, what Obama tried to do with the military, and impeach his fucking ass tomorrow with it. What he done was blatantly anti-constitutional, blatantly anti-American, blatantly against the military code of justice. But yet, John Boehner is sitting on his fucking hands and not going to do a damn thing. Not going to do a damn thing. Are you, John Boehner? See, folks, you got to understand how this works. The way our government works, John Boehner is the Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House has a responsibility to lead the articles of impeachment against Obama. Okay, so if Boehner sits on his fucking hands and does nothing, no impeachment will go forward. Okay? So all they got to do to hamstring this whole impeachment process is just go to John Boehner and say, John, don't impeach the president, and that's the end of that. No impeachment will be done against him. Doesn't that suck? There needs to be a way around that. There needs to be more checks and balances to that. But anyways, notice I said more checks and balances, not less. All right. But I thought I would share, because this is an outrage, an absolute outrage. And, you know, what can you say about something like this? I mean, this is an extra long Von Helton short, but, I mean, what can you say about this shit? I told you so. That's what I'm going to say. I told you so. I told you this man was dangerous from day fucking one. Hell, I told you he was dangerous before he even became a president. And I think I might have even told you he was dangerous before he became a senator. He either was a senator or just before he became a senator. Yeah, isn't it funny how they fast-tracked Obama? I mean, he was a senator for what, maybe a year? Maybe not even a year? And then all of a sudden he's president? Boy, they fast-tracked the shit out of this guy, didn't they? Yeah, I wonder why that was, folks. Maybe somebody should be calling the DNC and asking them some serious questions, like, why did you fast-track a non-American to be president? Why did you do that, DNC? And likewise call the Republican committee and say, why didn't you guys prohibit this man from joining the DNC or participating in the senatorial elections or the presidential elections? He's not an American. But nobody did a damn thing, did they? No. Everybody sat on their fucking hands and allowed a non-American and an enemy of America to literally become president of the United States with blood on his hands, the blood of thousands of Christians over in Kenya, when his cousin Raila Odinga murdered them in cold blood, burned them alive in their churches. He did, and Obama held the money that got those Christians burned alive. Those deaths won't wear off your hands there, Obama. You're gonna have those deaths on your hands for the rest of your life, buddy. That's right. Y'all didn't know that? Oh yeah, Obama was over in Kenya with his cousin Raila Odinga, and he was the financial advisor of Raila Odinga's presidential campaign. When Raila Odinga got mad and lost the presidential campaign, he ordered all of his Muslim buddies to go around and slaughter thousands of Christians in Kenya by the thousands, burned many of them alive in their churches while they were praying, and the rest they just cut off their heads, you know. But yeah, you guys didn't know that about your president? Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah, he was a financial advisor for Raila Odinga over in Kenya. Got thousands of Christians killed. But yet he's going to come here to America and claim to be a Christian? And you all fell for it? Man, oh man. Anyway, this has been a Von Helton Short. See ya. Bye.